Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have a Wicked Draw with Me and movie review today. Yeah, so I absolutely love this movie, guys. It was so beautiful between the costuming and the story and the choreography. Ah, chef's kiss. So I just have a quick speed through illustration that I have a movie. This is my favorite scene in the movie, the library scene where Fiero is dancing and child kicking books off the table. So as that's playing in the background, I'll just give my thoughts on the movie. So first thing, the characters. Absolutely loved how they did Alphaba. Of course, Cynthia Erivo, the GOAT when it comes to musicals. Yeah, so the costuming for her school uniform. I love Alphaba's uniform, and that's what I'm drawing right now. I think my favorite one was the suit. It was the asymmetrical cut to the left. And I noticed that with a lot of the school costuming, they kept that very true to the play. Now, I've never watched the play, I've only seen clips on YouTube, but I think the movie has encouraged me to actually go watch the play. I know there are people out there who compare the two and have certain opinions about plays that become movies and how they don't think the medium translates well, but hey, I'm good with it. I'm not a theater kid per se, so give me colors, music, singing, dancing, and I'll love it. Costuming, definitely 10 out of 10. I loved Galinda's pink outfits, her cute dresses. The only thing I felt like blonde kind of washed her out a little bit, but hey, maybe that's the look they were going for. Loved Fiero's riding boots and his jacket. I think they matched and paired very nicely. I also enjoyed how they made the Munchkins different from the other races. They were very distinct with their orange hair and their awkward stance. And of course, my favorite, like I said, was definitely Alphaba's school uniform. I like how they made hers very structured compared to the other students, which were more loose and asymmetrical. So yes, all around. Of course, who can forget Miss Marable? Oh my goodness, her dresses. I would definitely wear one of her pieces to like a party or a ball or something like that. So 10 out of 10 in costuming. Now, in regards to the story aspect, from what I understand, Wicked was based on a book that became a play that's now a movie. So I have not read the book, and I know I've been told that the play and the book are not the same, but either way, I did enjoy the story. I felt like for as long as the movie was, they didn't flesh out many of the other characters. I know they showed Alphaba's and Fiero's and Galinda's transformation, but I wish I could have seen the other characters like Bach and Nessa. I do know there are some deleted scenes, and I wish they kept those in there. I'd rather have those scenes in there than the ending scene, I think, when she's flying in a hot air balloon. Honestly, scenes like that could have been deleted, and I wanted more character development scenes. I also enjoyed how they showed the relationship progression between Alphaba and Galinda. And let me tell you now, Galinda, we could not be friends. Sorry, Galinda to me is so two-faced. And I know eventually in the end she becomes, I guess, some sort of ally and friend to Alphaba, but it didn't translate that way for me in the film. To me, I just felt like she was just out for her own interest, even following Alphaba all the way to the Emerald City. She was just there in it for herself. I mean, maybe there were glimpses there of maybe her friendship for Alphaba, but it did not look that way to me. But hey, I guess it keeps the story interesting. But I definitely liked how the characters interacted with one another. Fiero, very superficial at first, and they showed his depth when he goes and saves that little lion cub. What happened to that lion cub, y'all? I know in the second part they talk about how he grows up to be the lion, but they just left that lion cub just there by himself. Like, y'all are not even gonna find a family for it. But anyway, another thing was Dr. Dinklage. Oh, I hope I'm saying his name right. The little goat guy. Oh my gosh, the story was so heartbreaking. And I know the Wicked story is originally, I think, was supposed to tell the story between Jews and how they were persecuted in society, and it translates very well, with blacks, African Americans, and how they struggle in society. And I loved how they tied in there with the animals and how there are other people in society who are marginalized and treated horribly, and sometimes how we ignore them, don't pay attention to crimes against those in our community, and also how we can do more to see others around us, even people who don't look like ourselves. So, yeah, definitely things to think about. Now, the soundtrack was superb. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I know the play's pretty old, and my sister, she'd been listening to the soundtrack for a long time. But when the movie came out and when I watched it on screen, oh my gosh, I was blown away. I loved well, pretty much most of the songs. Yeah, Defying Gravity, The Wizard and I, the song that they're singing when they're in the schoolyard, Think Loathing. Oh, awesome. And of course, the way the characters interact with one another made it very believable. Cynthia Erivo left no crumbs. Even Miss Ariana Grande, I know there's controversy around her, but you cannot deny they are great singers. And I was told, I remember watching an interview, and they sang live while recording the movie. So that's kind of impressive, moving around and singing like that. But, these guys are great. They've been doing musical for a while, so maybe it's nothing to them, but I really enjoyed that. Now, I wasn't too fond of the song that Elphaba's singing when she sees Fiero off in the distance after they save that lion cub. I'm Not That Girl, I think it's called. I don't know if that's the exact name, but I was like, oh, girl, what? No, I did not like the song. It was just slow and just so sad and depressing. Like, you are Elphaba. You should not be pining over some prince guy. I mean, to be fair, he did help her with the club, but I don't know, that song just seemed too lame for me. Now, the choreography for the songs, I enjoyed it overall. There were some parts I felt like, I don't know, were a little too much, like the library scene where they're jumping and doing flips and stuff. I'm like, oh, one too many flips. Every once in a while, cool, but it just felt a little busy. I enjoyed the courtyard scene during the Loathing song. I loved how the characters interacted in the lunch hall, how they looked at her, and then definitely how Galinda and Elphaba battled in their, I don't know what that was, with the sticks. I don't know what kind of martial arts that was, but I definitely enjoyed that choreography. Now, I already mentioned towards the end when Elphaba is trying to run away from the wizard, and the monkeys are chasing her. I just didn't enjoy that. I don't know why. I understand she was like seen as wicked and evil, but that whole scene of her being chased down the hallway and then on a hot air balloon, why, girl? Why you jump in a hot air balloon? But anyway, I digress. Now, in the end, when she jumps out the window, another reason, like, why is she jumping out windows? I just don't understand. I don't see that as being realistic, but it's a movie. She jumps out the window and then she falls, and then she sees herself as a child, her reflection as a child as she's falling down, in the Emerald City. I get it. They're trying to call back to her childhood, but I felt like we didn't need that. I get it. They could have done without that. Now, of course, the impactful ending scene where she floats up with her cloak and she's finally defying gravity and she sings Defying Gravity. I enjoyed that. It was very good. It tied in her story at the end. It showed her power, her growth. And in the play, I've been told that that's also, a very important scene. So I'm interested to see how in the second part, Wicked 2, how they progress from there. Now, I've been told the songs in Wicked 1 are much better than the ones in the second movie, but we'll see. We'll see. I hope it's as good as the first. And those are my thoughts on Wicked, the movie, part one. I hope you guys enjoyed my take on the movie and the artwork that was playing in the background. I enjoyed doing this. It took me a long time. I realized I have to work on anatomy. That book gave me a lot of problems. And of course, the coloring and the lighting. So this is the Shiz Library Hall. But hey, hopefully my next one will be better. But thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.